Hello.
Hi.
So believe it or not, it's actually not as easy as we thought to film a video with a 2-year-old present, especially a 2-year-old who was a little late on her nap today.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, she's taking a nap now, so we'll hopefully get through this.
Yep. So we just wanted to make a quick video, just kind of looking a little more in depth on the 4 different trainings that we are in the process of doing right now and will be doing.
But first, we just wanted to say we hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We were able to go down to Arizona for a little bit and spend Thanksgiving with family, but there was a pretty significant highlight that took place while we were there.
You could say that.
Yeah, Malia rode a horse for the first time. She was pretty good.
It.
Yeah, she was a little nervous at first, a little scared.
She was excited. She saw them and she was excited. So
on the other side of the fence.
On the other side of the fence, but once she got like close to it and like on it, she got a little nervous.
Yeah,
but then once it started moving, she was like, "This is amazing."
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
So our first training that we did, are doing actually, is our Equipped online training. It's going really well so far. It's kind of just basically an overview of what Wycliffe is, an introduction or an orientation to the organization and the different partner organizations and kind of what it's all about and its history. Pretty cool. In 6 weeks, we have the holidays off, so we're just right about halfway through. We started beginning of November. It's very, very informative, and we have like discussion boards, and we have like short essays, and
quizzes,
and yeah, due dates.
Yeah, we may or may not have missed our last due date and got a little email from the course facilitator. So. Yeah, that's 6 weeks of Equip Online, which leads us to Equip On Site, which takes place at the Wycliffe headquarters in Orlando. In January, we will head down for Equip On Site, and that's basically just the next phase of Equip, which it digs deeper into all the different things that we go through online. But the umbrella description of it is to really just orientate us to the organization of Wycliffe. What does it mean to be a member within the organization? What is the history of the organization? What are the policies, the ins and outs, just to really familiarize us with that.
Yeah, I think also to prepare us that once we're over there,
yes,
like what it's going to be like as far as an organizational standpoint and what policies are in place and how it kind of functions. So
yeah, the second aspect of Equip is really to just equip us to best know how to develop our team, our partners, our per and financial partners that are going to go with us into the ministry over in Papua New Guinea. So that's going to be really helpful at Equip, and we're excited about that.
So get this, when we go to Orlando, we'll be in class from basically like 7 in the morning till like later in the afternoon. And while we're doing that, Malia gets to go to her own little missionary kids school, like legit.
It's pretty intensive.
They like read verses and they study different people groups and they, yeah, it's like a little preschool for missionary kids. So she'll be in the class with 4 other, or I think there's 3 other 2-year-olds, and there's a few other kids that are older, but super exciting. I'm excited to hear all that she learns about.
She's thrilled, really. So
It'll be fun.
We're really excited. Once Equip ends, then for the next few months we'll just really focus on partnership development. But then our next training is called ICC, or Intercultural Communication course, and that it begins in June for us, and it happens at the JARS headquarters in Waxhaw, North Carolina. So we'll be out there for about a month. That really, from what we understand, is a pretty intense training where it really just prepares us to handle all the different variables that we're going to encounter living in in a different culture on the other side of the world. All the different points of stress that we might encounter, it's going to really just try to prepare us so that we're able to, when things happen while we're over in Papua New Guinea, we're not taken by surprise, that we're able to just kind of know how to respond. You know, how different circumstances might cause us as individuals to react, but also relationally, how, you know, in a stressful, you know, cross-cultural experience, how are we going to respond towards one another? Just really stuff like that. It's broader than that too. And there's other stuff like spiritual vitality, and how to make sure that the longevity of your just spiritual walk is there and is able to be sustained and continue to grow. Just communication from a intercultural standpoint. The one caveat that we probably should say is that we have a general idea about what these trainings are going to entail based on, you know, what we've learned so far in Equip online, and also through study and conversations. So we have a general idea, but chances are when we get there, it's going to be very different than what we are anticipating. And so our kind of mindset is to go in with just open-minded and flexibility, because we really, and I think that's just kind of a general.
Yeah, I mean, going into missions, that's like the number one thing they tell you is just be flexible. The last training that we will be doing will actually take place once we get to Papua New Guinea. So we're hoping to leave, depending on our partnership, by January 2019 is our goal. And once we leave, everyone that goes and works with Wycliffe in the Pacific, I think even other organizations, not just Wycliffe, I could be wrong, but that work in the Pacific, the South Pacific, have to go to this course called Pacific Orientation Course, POC.
POC.
Otherwise known as jungle training is how I refer to it.
That's what she calls it. She thinks it's going to be like Survivor, but there's no $1 million
I think
waiting,
it will be.
Waiting at
There's some aspects of it, when we explain it, you'll see. But it's basically just really exposing us to the culture. The first 2 months we learn the culture, we have class, we learn the trade language, which is...
I think that'll build off the previous trainings really well, but it'll be more specified to the culture of Papua New Guinea, and really just preparing us to live in that country.
That's one of the things that we get to do, is learn how to weave baskets out of palm branches. So I'm pretty excited about it. But that also goes along with, like, we have a lot of like physical training, like we have to learn how to cook over a fire. I think there's a whole week where we can't eat anything that isn't cooked over our fire. Yeah, we have to
build a kitchen out of like bamboo, like leaves
like
and
a little hut.
And stuff.
We have to build a hut. Like, I get to build a hut. Totally Survivor.
We get to build a hut.
Another thing we do there is, during those first 2 months, is these things called fitness hikes.
So basically, from what we understand, it's somewhere in between a leisure stroll in the park, you know, with your binoculars looking at butterflies. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have a marine boot camp with a 200-pound sack on your back hiking up a 20-mile mountain. So it's somewhere in between there, these hikes. We're not sure, but we're thrilled to find out.
Yeah, no, I think it has to do with the fact that in Papua New Guinea, a lot of the villages you can't get to by road. You have to walk. So I think it's helping prepare
and where we'll be living will be in the mountains.
Yeah.
So.
The third month, though, of our 3-month training will be taking everything that we've learned, cooking, language, culture, everything, and they'll be placing us in a village. Me, Luke, and Emilia in the village, cooking over a fire for a whole month, speaking their language, doing their church, and just getting really saturated, I guess, in their culture and what they're all about. And so, super excited. That's probably one of the most, I'm really excited.
It's going to be a very unique experience. Once we finish POC, that's when we go to Ukarumpa, the place in Papua New Guinea that we'll be living and working.
Hey, baby! Oh, look who woke up. Can you say hi?
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for watching. You're
Cool.
not just listening, they're watching.
It's true. Thanks for watching.
But we plan on making more videos, kind of updating you about what we're doing and what we've been learning and having some fun along the way. Yeah, so if you want more information, check out our website. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.
Shalom.
You want to say goodbye? Goodbye. Say bye. Say I love you.